Cat spoon. Cat spoon.
Yo, what's up? It's Chase. So I'm doing another Let's Talk About video. Today we're going to be talking about, what's that, Ranking of Kings, another anime that I've watched. Again, by the way, if you have an anime you want me to watch, comment down below, write to me on the Discord, and yeah, that's about it. So today, I don't know what I keep saying today. I watched Ranking of Kings, right? First off, I'm gonna say what I thought it was originally. I saw the clip. Spoilers, by the way. Again, I don't know why you're watching it. That's crazy. Actually, hold on. Let me change my background. And while I change it, I will talk to you all. When the first thing I saw of Ranking of Kings was, it was like the main character, Boji. I want to say Boji. He was fighting this giant thing. There we go. He was fighting this giant, and and yeah, it was just like he was very tiny. I just saw this giant club, but he was dodging or whatever. So I thought this whole series is about like this little child fighting like these big ass creatures, like that one video game that I can't remember at the top of my head. If you guys know what I'm talking about, tell me. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be something like that. It was not. It's about I'm trying to think of the best way to explain it. All right, this is Boji right here, by the way. That's Boji. He's the main character. He's very weak. He's a giant, but because of like a curse or whatever, when he was born, he's just forever tiny like this. He's tiny. He's very weak. He can't even like pick up a kid sword, I think is what they said. And then eventually his dad dies, and he's the eldest son of two. So instead of him becoming the king, his younger brother became king because of like some weird shit happening. Any other way, eventually he decides to go out adventure by himself. Then like an assassination attempt happened. Sorry, I'm giving you like a quick rundown. Assassination attempt happened, and then they failed at killing him, and because of that, he went to the underworld at some point to train, and now he's like super strong. But he's super strong in his own way, right? Like he's not Zoro from One Piece. He's just like he has like this little toothpick thing. It's the fencing sword basically, and he's able to like hit people's pressure points and shit, and if he hits things a certain way, he can like completely destroy it, whatever. So the main purpose of this this season, at least, by the way, I watched all 20 something episodes, 23 I want to say. I was gonna do one after the first 11/12, and I just didn't. So yeah, but pretty much the premise of this season was that there was this evil mirror essentially who made an evil plan to bring back the king. By the way, if you want more specifics, watch it yourself. But she concocted a plan to bring back the old king and then like do a coup to overthrow the whole kingdom and like leave in ashes type shit, right? And now our hero Boji over here, now that he's stronger now, has to go and save his kingdom. And yeah, that's pretty much the premise of the first season. Off rip, I'll say I really like this animation style. Apparently people didn't like that much. I think people are pussies. I think people are pussies with trying things new, but I really liked it. Apparently a lot of people didn't even want to try it because of the art style. Sorry, that's why I said that they're pussies. I don't know. I don't even think it looks that bad. I mean, it looks nice. It looks nice. First off. Second off, the music is also sick. Their theme song is fucking amazing. Their outro is also amazing. They had two because it's like two different, I don't know how you say it, chorus, whatever. If you guys don't know what that is, that's pretty much like production, I guess. So since there's two of them, that means there was like however many episodes to begin with, and there was however many episodes to end with after a small break between. So yeah, the animation is good. I liked it. The music was also sick. The fighting, from what I've heard, I was expecting more from the fighting. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't amazing as I thought it was going to be from what people said. I give the fighting like, it was decent. It was good. It was fun to watch. It didn't get me hyped though. I'll say that. It did not get me hyped. let's see, what else do I have to say? There was very interesting characters that I really liked. The mom, the stepmom, essentially. She was, when you first meet her, she's kind of like a bitch. She's kind of a bitch, but you soon learn that's because it's because she's very overprotective of her children, or specifically Boji, and she's so overprotective of him that she's like, okay, my actual son, who is the younger brother, by the way, my actual son, I need you to become strong so you can protect your big bro. And because of that, now the little brother, who we also thought was an asshole, you finally understand why he starts to resent Boji more. Then there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of things happening. I can't really explain it as easily as I did like Spy Family, because that was only 6 episodes. And yes, I'm trying to think. This show is very much like, don't make your first assumptions too quickly is what I think I got from this show. Pretty much every character you think is like kind of cool turns out to be an asshole, and everyone who you think is an asshole turns out to be pretty cool. And then it's like those times where like you meet a character and you think that something's gonna change, and then it doesn't, and then you just kind of like, man, that dude is cool, and I'm glad that I turned out to be right. I won't spoil who, but if you guys watched it, I think you guys know who I'm talking about. And yes, I'm trying to think, is there anything else? But I feel like I like the decisions all the way up until like the final 2-ish episodes. The first one was the evil mirror. Her name was I can't remember. Mary. Nope, I'm not gonna attempt to. But we'll just call her M. She was the evil one. She ends up coming back. She's kind of she's human again. They kind of like age her down. Maybe she's 18, maybe she's a little bit younger. But the thing I don't like about it is that Boji's little brother, Data, I want to say his name is, he's like, hey man, I forgive you. You're missing a lot of context here. By the way, again, watch the show if you need like more context. But yeah, he's like, we forgive you, or I forgive you, marry me. Everyone calm down, like she's gonna be my wife, right? And my problem with this is that this girl, the M mirror chick, she was like friends with his dad, right? Like since she was a child, so she's like however old, right? So even though her body's 18, she's like hella old. And again, Boji, he's a teenager. I know he's a teenager. That means his little brother is even younger. I'm not trying to be that guy. I'm not trying to be like one of those anime people that's like, oh, this is kind of weird. You know, like the reason why I watched or knew about Spy Family was that fucking drama where it's like, oh man, look at this pedophilic stuff between the dad and the daughter. I thought that was kind of stupid. So I'm not trying to be that guy. But it's just like some weird implications, like from how I read it, right? I feel like the dad, his name was Boss, which is a weird name. I feel like Boss pretty much like groomed this in a non too weird way, groomed this little girl until she was older, who then in turn groomed Boss's youngest son, Data, not him, sorry, I don't know why I keep on pointing to Boji over here, but groomed Data to do some evil stuff, and now he's like, let's get married. I feel like it's just kind of weird. And then the last problem I had with was like in the last episode where, again, spoiler alert, Boji becomes king, right? He finally becomes king, and then they just kind of like took it away from him. Now, of course, I'm assuming this also happened in the manga, but you know, I'm only talking about anime here. I'm not sure how I feel about that decision, but since it was like, what did we just watch? I feel like it was all this build up from finally becoming king of this season, just for him to like give it up within the same episode. I feel like the title ranking of kings, I also feel like I'm not really getting like the purpose of that. We met like 2 people, right? We met Boss, who was number 7, and we met the king of the underworld, who was number 2, who ends up becoming number 1. But then at the end, This kid again, who cries all the time, which is fine, but he cries all the time about like, I want to be. By the way, he's deaf and mute. if you haven't watched this, I feel like I should make sure I said that. This kid is deaf and mute, so he's cursed to be tiny forever, hella weak, and deaf and mute. Terrible life. But he's like crying all the time, and it's like, yo man, I just want to become king is what we're pretty much supposed to get from this, to the point of like I want to say the first episode, he was, you know, giving his little brother the work because he's very speedy and could dodge, and then someone's like, hey man, that's not the way, that's not how a king fights. You gotta fight, you know, clashing blows or whatever. And he like, okay, that makes sense, I want to be king one day, and then he gets his ass kicked. But so the fact that he just gave up the crown that easily, and then he's like, nah man, I'm about to make my own kingdom. I guess my question is like, what is his motivation? Why does he actually want to become king, like the king of kings, rank 1? I'm assuming rank 1. I'm not sure about that, but why does he want to become a king? It always feels like kind of his dad's goal that he just kind of took upon himself, instead of, you know, forging his own way, so to speak. Now again, maybe things happen in the manga that I don't know about. Maybe, I don't know, some type of character development happens, but that's how I feel currently right now about these decisions and this character. Okay, so like I was editing the video. I was editing this video that you're watching right now. I just had like a few more thoughts about it. So when I say why does he want to become king, I feel like that answer was already made, right? Because the answer, I'm pretty sure a lot of people will probably say is because like he likes to help people. That's just who he is. Even when his own people were like talking shit about him, he still was like, I kind of want to help them, kind of, sort of. I mean, his best friend was fucking robbing him, man. I don't remember if, I can't remember if like we were supposed to assume that Boji like knew he was gonna rob again, fucked over, and he just accepted it or what. But yeah, that's like, that will be the reason why he wants to become king. But I guess what I really want to see is why king specifically. If his whole thing is just he likes to help people, he wants to like make his own type of familia like they have back at his OG kingdom, you don't have to become king to do that. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do that. So yeah, they're just little quick things. Yeah, thank you. Back to the video. Haha, I lied. We're in the multiverse now. But no, sorry. I think I also forgot to mention a few things. For one, enjoyability rating, I give it a 7 out of 10. And I also want to make sure to mention that their theme songs and their endings were fucking phenomenal, in my opinion. But yeah, sorry, those are just the little quick things I forgot to mention. And yeah, now actually back to the video, or is it? Like and subscribe. Oh, you never know when I might return. Yeah. Boji is cute though. It was, man, Boji and his homie, the shadow guy named Kage. There's a lot of characters, by the way. You're gonna have to watch it if you want to know them all. But those two are so cute together. It hurt my heart a lot. And yeah, I think that's about it. I think that's all I have to say. So yeah, again, if you have anime you want me to react to and talk about, down below or on the Discord, tell me about it. If it's like short, that would be sick. If it's longer, I probably want to go watch the first 6 episodes. If it's in dub, that's a plus. And yeah, so if you guys like the video, hit the channel, hit the like button and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. This is Chase, sign off. Peace.